So the big tax question is this: how do wealthy people keep their money working for them when selling their business, real estate, or other highly appreciated assets without paying hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars in tax? What if we, as business and real estate owners who have poured blood, sweat, and tears to growing our wealth, and who didn't hire expensive tax attorneys and CPAs to map out an exit strategy, knew their secrets? Instead of recreating the wheel, why can't we just model the way they deferred 30 to 50% in tax, paid off debt, funded their next business dream, and most importantly, leave a financial legacy to give to the causes we believe in most? What if their secrets weren't complicated at all, and you just need a guide who is a few steps ahead of you? That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Brett Swarts, and welcome to Capital Gains Tax Solutions. Welcome to the Capital Gains Tax Solutions podcast. This is an intro to our full podcast with Dan Handford. He is the founder of Multifamily Investor Nation and PassiveInvesting.com. Value-add multifamily, mostly in North Carolina and South Carolina. And we're going to have the full interview, but I have Dan here for just one question. And this is the question, Dan. What's the biggest frustration when it comes to capital gains tax deferral for high net worth clients or partners or friends or family for other asset types besides investment real estate?
Well, like we said on the podcast that we just did, it's one of those things where when you have a taxable event, whether you're selling a business or you're selling some high value stocks, whether it be cryptocurrency or something else, or you're selling real estate and you have this big capital kind of tax gain event, then the biggest frustration is trying to figure out how can I keep as much of that money in my pocket as possible for as long as possible. And so being able to have the ability to, defer those taxes into a deferred sales trust and things like that are really, really beneficial for you as you're trying to walk those different steps and be able to figure out how can you keep more money in your pocket for as long as possible.
Yeah, 100%. The biggest thing we found is taking something that's, let's say, illiquid and or not producing cash flow, right? Such as like a cryptocurrency or such as a highly appreciated business that's maybe producing, $500,000 of income, but you could sell it for maybe 15 million or $20 million, and someone else could come in and double that. You capture all that value, or even a primary home. We just did a deal in Palo Alto for 8.3 million. These are a lot of times either non-cash flowing producing properties or assets, or low return on equity assets. And so when you can capture that value and take that, either you call it lazy money or dead money, right? Dead equity, and then move it into value add multifamily properties or other assets that are going to help you grow your wealth, that gives you more wealth, more freedom, more options, more diversification. By the way, you can learn more about that at capitalgainstaxsolutions.com. Any last thoughts on that, Dan, before?
I was just going to say, I don't know any business that's only generating $500,000 in revenue you're going to sell for $15 million. That's a pretty nice equity multiple, but I do understand the concept of trying to be able to take that $500,000 and exit. And maybe it's a 5 to 7x multiple depending on the business, but sure, definitely being able to kind of tap into that kind of dead equity and put it into work for you to be able to increase that cash flow.
100%. Yeah, exactly. That's probably not a good number for me on the 15. maybe it's more like the like a 3.5. I'm trying to think. I'm doing a deal right now. Actually, it's interesting. It's I just listed the property today. It's a multifamily property. They have no basis. It's about a $2.6 million sale. They bought it for about 1.2. And, so they've ran out of that depreciation and they're cash flowing about $120,000 NOI per year. And so we did the simple math. We said, okay, 120 on about 2.6 gives you a return on equity, I think, of about 3%. And I'm saying if we capture that value, put in the deferred sales trust, which is the plan, and then go redeploy that, we can probably increase your cash flow by about $50,000 to $60,000 per year, like immediately. And they're like, oh, that makes sense. And we can get a new depreciation schedule too if you do an active. So lots of ways to carve that out. The key is to get clarity on that. Go to capitalgainstaxsolutions.com, learn more about that. And for Dan, for those who want to get in touch with you, learn more about Multifamily Investor Nation and or investing as an accredited investor, what's the best place for them to find you?
Sure. You can go to PassiveInvesting.com and fill out the questionnaire there about joining our Passive Investor Club. And then one of our investor relations team will reach out to you, discuss your investment goals, to see if you're the right fit for our group. And then if you want to join us on the Multifamily Investor Nation, you can go to multifamilyinvestornation.com or go to mfinsummit.com to check out our event that we do twice a year. And if you want to just connect with me, you can go to linkwithdan.com. That'll take you directly to my LinkedIn profile. You can connect with me there and follow some of the content that we're posting every regular weekly or monthly content.
Beautiful. Thanks, Dan. And look for the full interview to drop. It's actually on YouTube right now, but it's going to be on iTunes. And we're talking about Dan's story. We're talking about deals, talking about COVID-19, talking about collections, talking about the future of real estate and investing. Also, you can create and preserve more wealth or help your clients do the same. Hey, appreciate you watching this short video. Thanks so much. Take care.
You have just listened to another information-packed episode of Capital Gains Tax Solutions with Brett Swarts. We hope you enjoyed today's show and found it helpful. Visit capitalgainstaxsolutions.com to access the show notes and to access more resources. Don't forget to leave a review and join us again next time.